All right, y'all. I'm back again. I mean, I feel like I was just recording because of some insanity going on with Virgil Abloh. Come to find out, Terry Crews is on his. I can't even say it. I can't even say what he's on. Fuck shit, really. I mean, it wasn't even a month ago. I'm looking at this tweet here. So y'all know Terry Crews. I mean, he been on it for a while now. I put up this one tweet. I'll pin it here and show you on the screen. But it's literally like every other week, Terry Crews is just, he's out of line. And I'm not even going to call it canceling because sometimes people get canceled for dumb stuff. But everything that Terry Crews has been canceled for has been wholly legitimate. I'm thinking back to, I'm not even going to talk about the sexual assault stuff. Of course, you don't want anybody touching your personal space. That's all legitimate. But I'm just talking about like when Gabrielle Union came out and said she had faced all this discrimination on America's Got Talent. Terry Crews backed up and was like, hold up, hold up, hold up. I have had no such experience, American public. And I'm just like, even if that was true, which I know it's not because we live in America, even if that was true, you could have just not said anything. Because 9 times out of 10, we all know what Gabrielle Union is saying is true. Even Heidi Klum came out and look at that. Who's going to take Simon's freaking side in any of this? So all the way back then, not only does Terry Crews not keep his mouth shut and he comes out lying, but dang, you're throwing other black women who have had your back. Gabrielle Union had your back when you had your showdown with Hollywood. Gabrielle Union had your back. And now it's crickets when it comes time to come out and support her. And so let me go back to this first tweet Terry Crews sent on June 7th. He says, and this is all obviously in response to the George Floyd, his murder by Minnesota police, the protests that have followed, centered on Black Lives Matter. I think they should be centered on reparations for American descendants of slavery, but we're not talking about this video. But he puts out this tweet saying, defeating white supremacy without white people creates black supremacy. Equality is truth. He said everything but all lives matter. And it's just, I'm not even going to insult my audience's intelligence by talking about how asinine this tweet is. Of course, white supremacy was built by white people. So white people have to dismantle it. But that has nothing to do with black supremacy. There's no such thing as black supremacy. Black people in this country have to have power before we can be supreme to anything. And nor is Black Lives Matter about creating supremacy. But, Terry Crews has got to understand that, and there's got to be something else going on in his mind, because that man can't be, unless he's got some good handlers, he can't be that off the wall. So that's his tweet from June 7th. And so we come to today. Let me pull it up. Let me get to the tweet. They're really bland. They're not even funny. They're not witty. They're not especially informative or new. It's just somebody who once upon a time somebody told them they were smart and they just ran with it. And they haven't somebody told them they look good or that they have good opinions and they've just ran with it. So Terry Crews today tweets, if you are a child of God, you are my brother and sister. I have family of every race, creed, and ideology. We must ensure Black Lives Matter doesn't morph into Black Lives Better. Again, Terry Crews, didn't your mom ever tell you if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say anything at all? Not that what he even said is good. It just doesn't need to be said because we're not talking about Black lives being better. We're talking about Black lives being. We're talking about Black lives being at all. Not them being better. I just want Black lives to be. So Terry's on here talking about trying to make folks feel guilty. Talking about if you're a child of God, you're my brother and sister. It has nothing to do with whether you're a child of God. No, Terry, I figure most people today in this age don't want to be your brother and sister. And we all have friends of every race, creed, and ideology. That's what it's called being a human. And that's what's called being black, because we know how black people are. We've never turned folks away. We need to start doing it more, but we never have. It's not Southern hospitality, it's black hospitality. So all this, I'm special, I'm a special black man, I'm not like these other black people, it's all horse crap. Terry, you're not any different. You're just dumb. You're not different, you're dumb. We must ensure that Black Lives doesn't morph into Black Lives Better. Black Lives Matter doesn't morph into Black Lives Better. Oh boy. And he got, 54. I'm looking at this now. Whoever snipped this, it was early this morning. So, Lord knows how many likes it has now. But by that time it had 54,000 likes. So, white folks are eating this up like a bowl of potato salad. They're eating this up. And I'm just like, Terry, you gotta, we're not taught, we must ensure Black Lives Matter doesn't morph into Black Lives Better. You know what? In fact, I hope Black Lives become better. I actually want Black Lives Matter to morph into Black Lives Better. Because you know what Black Lives Better means? Black Lives Better means we got reparations. Because that's the only way Black lives are going to get better in this country, is if we get black reparations, ADOS reparations for descendants of slavery. So yes, Black Lives Matter does need to morph into Black Lives Better. Terry might be actually a genius because he got it. It does need to be Black Lives Better. The only way we're going to make our lives better is to get reparations. So that's the end of my rant. But Terry's on it again. The crazy part is I don't even see him losing his jobs because he's only harping the all lives matter rhetoric, and there are too many folks in Hollywood and mainstream media who believe exactly what he believes. He's not going to lose his job, and he's not going to lose any sleep. He has too many folks in the industry who are patting him on the back, saying what a good job he has done in combating this Black Lives Matter movement. There are plenty of folks who watch America's Got Talent and that lame ass show Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Haven't watched a single episode. I'm trying to figure out what's funny about it. I mean, he's playing a cop. Of course he thinks he's a Blue Lives Matter. He plays he's on a cop show. It's all making sense now. But let me get off here before I go too far. Yes, Terry, you're right. Black lives need to be better. Black Lives Better. Reparations. You're not special. Please go sit down. Okay. Bye, folks. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.